Hey! Today we will see how you can create pretty amazing animations using Stable Diffusion and ComfyUI. These animations are based on still images from more than a century ago by photographer Eadweard Muybridge, who is actually the founder of the medium of video and the moving image. First of all, let's start by preparing the raw material. In order that we will not have problems later on in using these images as a basis. It is important that we prepare all the images to the same size in terms of the amount of pixels. I also separate the cat from its background. It will make it easier to blend it in a new surrounding. I use Photoshop, but any other tool can work. After we have prepared the images and put them in a folder on the computer, we can go to Comfy and start building the workflow. I will go step by step, and of course the final workflow will be available for download in the description of the video. First thing we need is to load the images we have prepared. I will use load images from a directory. Of course we will also need to load a model. I am also adding LoRa to LCM to make the process a bit faster. Also model as sampling discrete node. Let's load VAE2. Positive prompt. Negative prompt. For animation you need Animatediff loader and context node if you want animation longer than 16 frames. K-sampler, of course. Let's fix the seed and make the sampler LCM, to which we need TO connect empty latent node. I choose a very low resolution for the first pass. What is important is that the aspect ratio is similar to the base images. The size can be different, but it is important to maintain the same ratio. I choose 20 in batch size, because that is the number of images I prepared. VAE decode and connect to video combine node. You can run a test, even without a prompt, just to see that everything is connected and working. After we do the first tests and put everything together, we will increase the size, and send everything again in K-sampler for a second pass. Now we need to connect the images we have prepared to our workflow. I will use ControlNet with Canny model. You have to remember to prepare the images for the model, add Canny preprocessor node and connect it to ControlNet, connect the positive and negative prompts and connect back to K-sampler. Press Q. Very good. You can see that the animation we got works really well in terms of movement. Let's also add positive and negative prompts to help the model understand what we are looking for. Let's turn the cat into a tiger. Great, now there is something not so logical in our animation, the background. It should also be in motion, because now it looks like our tiger is running in place. For this we will add motion LoRa to Animatediff and I will choose pan right because this is the direction of movement of the tiger. You can of course play with the strength of the movement, but let's see first what comes out. Great, I really like it. Now I want to improve the resolution, sharpness and amount of detail in the image, and the best way to do that is to send everything in our animation to another pass in K-sampler. I connect the latent image through upscale latent node. We will increase the size of the image by 2 times. You can simply mark the K-sampler we have, press Ctrl+C and then press Ctrl+Shift+V and it will copy the K-sampler with all its connections. I'm choosing different seed, and lower the CFG. The DE noise can be left relatively high, something like 65. This process is going to be much slower because we actually increase the resolution by 4 times, 2 times wide and 2 times length. Total area increased by 4 times, which means that we need much more processing power now. So we will wait patiently and see what the result is. I remind you that all this animation and all the movement we got here is thanks to the great photographer Eadweard Muybridge and his wonderful pictures. Hope you learned and that we will meet in the next lessons. You are welcome to ask questions, share and like. And most importantly, have fun. Bye.